So we get like 200,000 clicks from Reddit and then 2 million from YouTube in one day.
Crazy.
Really trending topic for like 2 or 3 months. Everything that we posted got like 2 million views at least.
Can you go into the mechanics of getting a ton of views?
In YouTube it's quite easy to get a lot of views.
You kind of gave a really good formula to give that word.
You have one product and one customer, so that's not very good business model.
That is by far the most comprehensive answer I've received on that. So with 1 million frames per second, how is the editing?
The editing process is nightmare.
Hi there and welcome to a new episode of Impact Talks. Today we have Lauri with us. He's a YouTuber and entrepreneur. I'm really excited to have him on. Lauri, introduce yourself to the crowd.
Yeah, I'm YouTuber from Finland. I have been doing YouTube as my main job now 4 years, and our main channel and the channel that we made first, it's hydraulic press channel. So it's just crushing things with hydraulic press. It's been pretty much the same thing for the whole 4 years that we have been doing it. And then after that we have launched other channels, but the press channel is still like the main thing for us, and I think it's about 80% of YouTube views that we get are from the press channel. And then we have a bit like Mythbusters type of channel where we explore stuff and build interesting machines, and then we have also a vlog channel, but mainly pressing. That's our main business.
How did you get the idea to put something in the press and record it on YouTube and put it on?
Actually, we are now moving, but our old house is just next to our family's metal workshop. I wouldn't say that it's a factory. It's like there's like 4 workers, but like small factory. And I have been working there all my life, and I had long time dream to make YouTube channel, and I thought that I should probably make some kind of powerlifting channel, but I thought that my English skills are not enough for like expert channel like that. But then I saw a bit similar videos. It's a channel called Cars and Butter, and he had video series where he put like red hot nickel ball on top of things, and then it's like sometimes it melts the ice or something happens or something doesn't happen. But I just realized that all the videos have like millions of views and they seem like they are really easy to make. So I said to my wife Anni that hey, we are going to do some kind of YouTube channel, a bit like this. We like thought about many machines, but then we agreed that the hydraulic press, that's the you just put something there, pull from the lever, and every time something is going to happen. Then it just went viral, and we have been doing that every day after that.
How did things go viral? What happened?
We used to have the system where we try a lot of things. I think we didn't put enough time to all the things, so our trying out wasn't good enough. And with the YouTube it was the same thing. We thought that if you just upload videos to YouTube, people are going to watch it, but it's not going to work like that. So we didn't promote the channel by any means. Because of that they got only 25 views. And after 4 months somebody did the thing that I should done myself on the beginning and post the videos to Reddit. Reddit brought a lot of traffic to YouTube. On that time YouTube used to work in a way that if you get let's say 100,000 views from outside of the platform, it thinks that the video is really good and throws million more views. So we get 200,000 clicks from Reddit and then 2 million from YouTube in one day. Then on the evening already we made new video for the channel. It was really trending topic for 2 or 3 months. Everything that we posted got 2 million views at least.
And I want to kind of hear where you came from and how you ended up being a YouTuber. How is your English improved? What new ventures have you been doing?
Yeah, the English is interesting. People always ask where I have learned English. And I learned my English just from video games and watching TV series. and the problem with that approach is that you don't peak yourself at all. I think the accent is kind of part of our brand, so I haven't used it too much focus on getting rid of that. I watched it's FPS Russia. It's guy from United States, but he fakes this Russian accent to make it more fun.
Hello, my friends.
And he was the largest gun channel in YouTube many years. And I thought that if he makes the accent work, then I can also.
Can you go more into the business nitty-gritty of you going viral and then what happened?
When we went viral with the first video, I didn't do any studies about what views mean in terms of money. I thought that it's going to be a slow process to get in the place where we earn anything. So I had no idea what like I'm going to earn with the videos and what's everything is worth. Only thing that I thought on the beginning that it's not going to probably last very long, so I have to monetize this fast. So I got pretty good like offer for licensing the paper folding video. I soon realized that this is like way too much for me, the like business side, so I need some kind of like manager. Multi-channel networks that are basically managers for YouTube channel were like really popular back in then. So I end up choosing Finnish multi-channel network. They did pretty much all of our like YouTube business things, like all the sponsored videos and stuff like that for first year. And that was super good because then I learned that okay, you can get this amount of money for this kind of stuff and this is how you should talk with the companies and customers and stuff like that. So that was super useful for the first year. So then I just took over of the like whole sales and the business side of the YouTube after the first year.
Can you
like
shed
that.
a light on the like how much it should cost? You don't have to say exact numbers, but like
Yeah.
a range.
I think rough like rule is that the more money your viewers have and spend, the better. I would say that especially on the press channel, we are more content creators than influencers. So we create the content and people watch it. They watch the video and pay attention to video, but they are not interested of what shampoo I use or what car I drive. So I'm not like on the press channel, I'm not influencer in that sense. It's huge bump on the cost when you are like more influencer than content creator.
Yeah, makes sense also, and thank you for sharing. First year you had the multi-channel network. Did that give you just like the insight on how the industry works? And then after 1 year you were like, okay, I get it, I can do it myself now?
Yeah, pretty much that. And I think it was also a bit like learning experience for them because we were like the first large international channel for them. They mainly run like just Finnish channels. So I think we were like bit like interesting project for also them.
So that was the first year. What did you then start doing differently in the second year regarding sponsored content?
We have to think that we only do our own thing, make good videos. Then the email box is completely full at all the time. So we just wait that companies send email to us and then we get the right price and everything like that. The sales part has been super easy.
What is happening in your head thinking, okay, this video might give me these companies to email me or something like
It's
that?
basically just two things. We want to keep sure that the videos don't look like we are going to like die when filming those, and I don't swear too much. It's like brand safe content, and then just make sure that it gets huge amount of views.
You have a couple of new channels, you said. Can you go into the mechanics of getting a ton of views?
Getting the idea is the most important part, and we use the most amount of time on that. I would say that there's three ways to getting the ideas. One is that I get the idea in my own head. Maybe after like watching some other YouTube channels or just like looking something outside of the like in the store or at the workshop, just me getting ideas. Then second is our viewers recommending something. Can you crush this or could you crush that? And then the third, and I think quite many like really good ideas are made in this way. I have maybe some kind of idea, but it's super helpful to have somebody that doesn't know too much about the subject when getting ideas. If you know everything and have thought a lot of like related things, then you usually are a bit limited on your creativity. If there is somebody that doesn't know everything, it might be like cool. So usually after the idea, the next step is to think about all the safety hazards, which are usually plenty. After we have planned all the like tools, press and stuff like that, decide when we are going to film it. Usually we film on Sundays when we stream to Twitch. So we are streaming to Twitch when we are filming for YouTube. And then just film on Sunday, and if everything goes well, then it's one day or half a day of editing.
When did you start doing Twitch and how was it like?
There is always quite large risk if you are just large on one or two platforms. It's good to get your brand on all the platforms if possible. We thought that it's going to be super easy, that we just, hey, we have Twitch channel now and go also there. You can see the whole filming days there. But people don't really like to change platform. Some people have made bit bad image for Twitch on YouTube, because it's quite common business model to have stuff on YouTube, not monetize it very much, and then drive people to Twitch, and then try to monetize that really heavily by like making people to subscribe and donate and stuff like that. So if YouTuber says that, hey, go check us on Twitch, people have the idea that, okay, he's going to just ask money there, I'm not going to go to the Twitch. On the good streams on Sundays, usually like 800 people, and that's still like good amount of people watching. And if it just would found like right sponsors and partners for the Twitch channel, that would be like reasonable business just to stream for like about 1000 people. You can still make like 4-figure amount of revenue per one day with that amount of people. And it's also interesting, it helps on filming YouTube videos. It's almost like doing it for live audience, so it helps to get like good mood on, and then people have usually like good ideas on the Twitch chat also, because if you have 1000 people watching, that's way more ideas than just 2 people filming. So I found that it helps us like make even better YouTube videos.
You've already covered the fact that, when you have a video, you use Discovery. Do you still use Discovery for the big channel?
If you have like at least 1000 people watching and you know what you are doing, it's really easy to grow stuff on YouTube really fast. For the big channel, it's now the main thing is to get like interesting videos. Like the video idea has to be really good, and the video idea has to be good in a way that you can describe the idea in one sentence and the thumbnail picture, and people are going to realize that, holy shit, that's like interesting and really good wide video, I want to see that. The most important thing after getting good idea is to come up with a good title and thumbnail. We always first think how we are going to sell the idea to viewers, and then do video according to those plans.
We always have a segment at this podcast called the Crash and Burn segment. What are your biggest failures that you didn't expect, and what did you learn from it?
I bought cheap thermal camera that you can plug into your phone, and then I realized, holy shit, thermal guys or something like that. We are going to do YouTube channel just about thermal cameras, copy everything about slow-mo guys, just use thermal cameras. Slow-mo guys works because it's like really easy to understand. You just show the thing and people understand what's going on. But the thermal cameras, they are much more complicated than people thought, and they don't understand the things that are happening on the picture, so it's end up being really technical and complicated, all kinds of bad things. We like thought that it's so great idea and of course it's going to work, and we used a huge amount of time on that. But then we realized pretty soon after releasing like maybe 4 videos that okay, this is not going to work, we have to just stop here.
The name of the podcast is Impact Talks, so we have an impact story segment. The question that always pops up is about your impact story. What is the project you worked on that had the biggest impact?
It's hard to say like that our videos have huge impact. Maybe the one thing that's I hope that it has positive impact, because the press stuff is just like fun, easy content. It's like a bit like fast food of YouTube. It really doesn't have that much of impact, rather than like maybe help people over like hard times on their life to have something like really simple and easy to watch that doesn't stress you out. We use a lot of time to make sure that it's not like stressful like other parts of the internet might be. I think that's probably the like highest impact of like informing people about like dangers, and also getting them inspired to like do a bit like, I would say that we do some of our stuff is a bit like sciencey, and maybe it like pushes people to like science type of stuff. I would hope so.
Anything, last thoughts, maybe red carpet rolled out if you want to promote something, and any last thoughts you want to share with the listeners?
We used to do quite much of things where we did like crushing and then talking on the schools, and it's probably like one of the most common things that kids nowadays would like to be is like social media influencer or content creator. And I think everybody feels like they should make a lot of content, and everybody should be a like content creator. And I always say to everybody, it's actually really hard to be successful on this. At least at this point, the amount of views that you need to make this like as a like good business model, it's so large that isn't simply enough people for many people to do this. So if you don't success on this, don't take it too like seriously and don't put too much effort. It's better to start this as an hobby than try to make it business in like one night. Make it as an hobby, and then if it starts to go really well, then turn it to business.
Thank you so much for coming on to the podcast.
Yeah, thanks. It was nice to talk.